If you're a golfer who wants to increase their clubhead speed, try this kettlebell routine that's going to specifically increase your power output. Because this routine is going to focus on power output, we need to work to 6 reps or less in order to make sure that we don't work under fatigue and we keep the intent high to increase and keep that power throughout the whole set. Exercise 1, we're going to go into a single arm push press. We're going to take the kettlebell, we're going to lift it into a 90-degree angle with the shoulder behind the palm. So palm facing forward, kettlebell behind. We're going to try and create momentum through the legs so the power is in the pushing motion. So we're going to almost do a little squatting motion, almost like a little jump, to create some momentum from the ground up and move that kettlebell as fast as possible to the top, feeling like it's going through the ceiling. We want to keep the upper body stable, lock it out, down and repeat. Next, we're going to go into a goblet reverse lunge. We're going to take the kettlebell in both hands, tight to the chest with feet hip width apart. You're going to take a big stride backwards, so where you end up on your tiptoe, and we're going to drive as quickly down and up as fast as possible. So almost quite a springy motion, like you're trying to jump out the floor through that front foot. It's really important you don't slam the back knee, but you keep some intent moving both down and up, so it's not too slow and not too precise. Now we're going to go into a single arm kettlebell swing. So we're going to start with the feet roughly shoulder to hip width apart, depending on how comfortable that feels, but with the feet square. We want to make sure that we are hinging this motion, not squatting. We're going to start by letting the kettlebell come underneath in a hinge fashion. We're then going to explosively try and feel like we snap the hips, drive the hips in almost a little bit of a jumping motion, creating momentum on the kettlebell, not lifting it up. We might do 8 to 10 reps with this, as the first few are more about creating momentum with the movement. Before I go through the next 2 exercises, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the alert notification for future videos. Moving into the next exercise, we're going to go into a single arm bent over row. What we want to do is have a narrow enough stance where we can hinge down, where the hand's on the outside of the leg. We want to keep the back relatively straight with the opposite arm out to the side. We want to then feel like we're almost bracing the body, so setting it into the ground, and then we're going to explosively drive the elbow towards the ceiling. Almost feel like you're pulling the elbow into that back pocket. We're trying to lock it out, but move with maximum intent in the drive and not have too much rotation through the upper body. Final exercise is going to be a kettlebell squat jump. We're going to start with the feet roughly shoulder width apart, feet open, holding kettlebell in both hands in the center. You're essentially just going to do a half squat type movement, jump as high as you can, land nice and safe, so you de-accelerate, you control the bottom position, it's not rigid, and repeat the motion. Trying to give 100% effort in those each individual jump. The key is when you go up, not to shrug it with the upper body. Keep nice and relaxed with the arms, and just use the power through the legs in the movement.